What is going on, guys? It's Alonna with 570 Press, and I am back with another 570 Music Chat for you. Today, we are talking with the creator and founder of The Big Break. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's like a Monday on a Tuesday, but, is what it
Oh
is.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
One of those weird weekends.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. It's been such a strange day. Like I was just saying, my computer wouldn't start up since it was doing updates, so I'm on my phone, so.
Right.
So, why don't you first start off with introducing yourself to everyone and kind of tell them a little bit about yourself and the big break as well?
Sure. I'm a filmmaker from Colorado that has moved around quite a bit. Ended up here in northeastern Pennsylvania, and about 9 years ago, a friend of mine and myself created the Big Break contest in Colorado. And through the years, I've always kind of thought, it would be cool to bring it back, but this pandemic definitely gave me a lot of time to think about it and get things moving.
Nice. So, how did the idea for the big break come to be? Because you said you started it in Colorado about 9 years ago. How did you first come up with that idea?
Um, so I'm a musician as well, and at the time I was also going to film school. So being a broke musician, going to film school made me kind of realize how difficult it is for other bands, other musicians to get music videos. The more I learned about it, the more I learned about the money side of things, the more I realized that it's almost impossible for a band to get a music video, a good music video made. So a friend of mine and I, we figured, let's give away a free music video, but we don't know who to give it to. There's in Denver, there's hundreds of bands, really great bands. So we decided to put this contest together. And because I'm a filmmaker, we decided to have the first round of the Big Break being where the bands themselves make an amateur music video to submit it. So we give them 3 months to create a music video, and then they submit it to us, and we post it online. And there's a month long of voting that goes on with that.
Nice. So, why, like you first did it in 2012. So why did you skip like the following years and then realize that you wanted to do it again with the pandemic?
Oh, life. Life happened.
Understandable. Yeah, understandable.
Life happened. Moved from Colorado to Louisiana, and then from Louisiana to here. Had deaths in the family, had, just whole bunch of stuff that just happened that stopped me from doing it. And during this pandemic, you spend a lot of time sitting at home alone and thinking, and I don't know, it just started coming together.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that made sense. And I get what you're saying. Life happens, and unfortunately it kind of gets in the way of things like that. But I can honestly tell you, it looks very exciting. I'm very glad you decided to bring it back because, just based on what you've told me and based on what I've seen, it looks like a very fun thing to do. And I really respect and appreciate what you're doing because music videos are super, super expensive. And a lot of bands, especially just coming out of the pandemic, they don't have the resources for that.
Right, exactly. And I think right now, especially, people are excited to get out of the house and to do things. So timing wise, I think this is probably the best time to launch it as well.
Right. So why don't you tell the people and bands who may be watching who are not familiar, in terms of after the amateur video and once voting begins and ends, what comes after that?
Okay, after that would come live shows. So the second round would be three separate nights with between 3 and 5 bands each night competing. They would play an entire set. We would have 3 judges um, that would be judging based on certain scorecards. And then one winner from each night would go on to the final round, which would also be another show with the same judges. And then that night we would crown a winner.
Oh, okay. So how do you go about selecting your judges? Is it local musicians? Is it famous local musicians? Is there like a form that judges need to fill out to express their interest? How does that work?
So I've already reached out to several people that I would like to see judge. I can only confirm as of today one of them, Josh Balls, is going to be one of the judges.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and then, that's just a part of it. Another thing that we're going to be doing is checking the crowd with like a dB meter. Checking. The MC would be up on stage saying, "Hey, make noise for your favorite band," and we'd be checking the dB readings on that. That's just one of other ways.
Right. Okay. So in terms of your live show, would you also base it on like audience votes? Like would the audience like take the vote, or would you do like as you said like with the dB, or would it be a little bit of both?
So I'm really on the fence about that, honestly, because originally I was not expecting to get bands from Pittsburgh to be signing up, but I've got 3 bands that have signed up from Pittsburgh.
Right.
So for them to be able to get their fans all the way out here to the shows is going to be kind of difficult. So I want to try to keep it fair for everyone. So I'm really on the fence on whether or not how many people come in the door to see a certain band is going to count or not.
Right. Right. So is it limited genres, or is it any genre, any style?
Basically, if you've got a band, with the drummer and guitars and a bass, and a singer, that's basically it. I've got anywhere from classic rock right now to punk and thrash and black metal, as well as one country band that has signed up as well. So it's kind of all over the place, and I think that kind of adds more to the excitement as well.
Yeah, definitely. So about what dates are you looking at this to take place, or do you not have that set in stone just yet?
So September 1st is going to be when we are going to announce 3 items that need to show up in the contestants' homemade music videos.
Mm-hmm.
So these 3 items, can't say what they are, but September 1st we'll be announcing those. Then from September, for the following 3 months, bands have that time to create and submit their videos to us. It's really important that they don't share these videos online with anyone else. Don't upload it anywhere. It's got to come to us. And then for a month, there will be online voting. And then it'll go on to the rest.
Nice. So definitely exciting. It seems like it's a little bit of a longer process, and I think that that's more exciting because that gets people, not just the bands, but it gets fans and people who are voting. That gets them more excited too, because it's like that element of suspense, like you're waiting to see what happens next.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate that one, because sometimes you see things like that and you can just tell that they were rushed and they're just trying to get it done, but it doesn't seem to be the case with you. So that brings me into my next question. How did you come up with the name The Big Break?
I just kind of figured you need a break when you're in a band. You just need that break, and that break being, getting a music video and a track recording and some marketing out there. That's that. It's the big break. That's it.
Nice. Nice. So, who was your 2012 winner? Because I know in your website it said that the winner, or the last band who like has the most votes or something has to face off against the 2012 winner. Is that correct?
No, no, no. We're just gonna close off with the 12, with the winner of the last contest. We're
Oh,
just gonna
okay.
Right. We're just gonna close off the night with them, and that's a big maybe because I would have to fly them out from Colorado. So.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right.
So, do you think that this would become a national thing at some point? Like, do you think you would be able to branch out into Colorado and stay here and go to like New York and everything and just kind of get bands from all over the place and then do separate ones? Like one for PA, one for California, and etc.
Uh, Perhaps, right now I think I'm just really focused on Pennsylvania. Um, Coming from Denver, where the music scene is really just thriving, where the bands are supporting each other, and it's just every night of the week you can just go to a random venue and you can see a show. I want to see that here. And I'm hoping that the big break kind of shows people how much music there really is here, more than it's showing right now.
Yeah, yeah. So, do you think that just coming out of the pandemic, do you think that that would have any effect on, shows kind of coming back as in full force as they were? Because there was a point where there was a show, you could go to a show every night of the week, like you could go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There's always something going on. So, do you think that the pandemic would have any effect on people kind of wanting to come out to see the finale of the Big Break?
I do. I do, absolutely. People have been sitting at home for like a year and a half now. Things have been closed. People have been stuck. I think having the pandemic ending, or, slowing down, whatever you want to call it, is going to be a huge effect, right?
Right, right. So, how, if any businesses would be watching, how would they go about sponsoring the Big Break?
Okay, so just simply go to thebigbreakcontest.com, and there's a become a sponsor link at the top. Just follow that and basically send us a message through there, and we'll reply back with a sponsor packet and some information for you.
Great, great. All right, I got two more questions for you. My next question comes. It's a little bit more about you more so than the Big Break. How did you get into doing music in the first place? Because you said you're a musician and you're a videographer and you went to college for film and everything else. How did you end up doing music?
Like music videos?
No, no, no. Like music in general, because you had mentioned that you're a
Oh,
musician as
yeah.
well.
No, it all started in elementary school when I played the trumpet for band. It all started there. I've always been into music and into playing music. I spent I'm prior military, and I spent a year in South Korea
Thank you
where
for your service.
Oh, you're welcome. And I would play the guitar, the acoustic guitar, every day for hours while I was there. It's just there's something about music that you can't really say. It's just something that you feel.
Mhm.
Yeah. And same
Right.
same with filmmaking for me. The same kind of thing. I started filmmaking when I was like 14 or 15 years old, doing stop motion videos with cigarette packs and cigarettes, my mother's cigarettes, you know. So it's just always something that I've been interested in. I've always been the type that checks out the behind the scenes clips on the DVDs, you know, all that stuff. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Definitely a lot of respect. And you know what? I agree. I don't think music is really something you can explain, but for me, I always feel like it's more or less, you know, you are picking up something and you are making it make noise. And I think that that is the coolest thing ever. You are making, you know, that object that's otherwise inanimate make noise.
Well, I'll take it one step further and say now you're bringing other people in that are also making different noises, and you combined as a whole are making this beautiful noise. You know,
Exactly.
that to me is really where the magic comes in, is when you get people, like-minded people together working on the same thing.
Exactly, exactly. So, anything else that you would want people to know that we don't know about you, about the big break? How can bands sign up? When is the deadline for signups? All that fun stuff.
Okay, basically, deadline for signing up for bands is September 1st, when we release the 3 items that have to appear in the video. Um, you can sign up by going to thebigbreakcontest.com and clicking on band sign up. There's a whole lot of rules and regulations you got to check out. Make sure you read them all. There's nothing crazy in there, but you know, just want to make sure we're all on the same page going into this. Um, let's see. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Fine and Beautiful, that are in Dallas, and they do some awesome stuff with hair and makeup and all that fun stuff. So yeah, make sure you check them out. Um, Aside from that, you know, I've got some on the website. There's some videos if you want to see what the last contestant that won in 2012, what their winning video was. It's there, as well as if you're interested in seeing what some of the submissions from previous bands, some of their videos, what they submitted. You can check that out as well under previous contests on thebigbreakcontest.com.
Great, great, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for coming on. This was a lot of fun, and I can't wait. I'm so excited to not only see all these videos, but I'm excited to come to the live show. That is going to be awesome. It's going to be killer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much. This is Alonna of 570 Press, and how do you say your name? Is it Eal or is it Eel?
It's AL.
Ale.
AL.
Okay, I
Yep.
apologize. I wasn't quite sure. That's Ale from the Big Break, and make sure if you have a band, make sure you get signed up because this is an awesome competition. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.